And good Tuesday morning. We're starting this out with a little light rain today, 62 right now, and not that much warmer. We're going to get to 74, one of our coolest days of the week. We'll finally get back into the 80s once the rain is all moved out. We'll tell you more about that as we watch that today. Matter of fact, let's look at radar first out of the gate to show you where the rain is this morning. As we pull this up, you'll see that Lauderdale County, in this northern portion of the county, we've got rain all the way over to Livingston, York, light rain. Southern Clark County as well, just east of Shibuda. As we turn on our locations to take a look at this, you'll see here in Lauderdale County, this is going to start around MCC, go up through Highland Park out here across North Hill Street, past the church, right there at Northcrest, and on up by Northeast and past the NAS base, all the way up to Kemper County. Light stuff, nothing serious this morning. Over in Newton, we've got a little bit of showers there just west of where the Veterans Cemetery is, due south on Highway 15 if you're in those areas, and well, back over toward Jackson, a little bit more rain there. But nothing heavy. All of this will move out. We'll give you the details of who, what, when, and how on the way. So how are you today? Good to see Janice Bounds. Connie Johns is up. Melanie Dotson, how are you? Meehan, glad to see y'all. Stark Vegas is up. Les Alexander, Lamar Henry, Vanessa Winstead, haven't seen you. Burnett Odom, good morning. Milton Savell, Kathy Spence, Mary Ruth Dennis, how are you? Greg Beard, Bree Packard, Joy Robinson, a whole bunch of folks is up. Hope you're feeling well today. Now, as we start discussing some topics that went on, this did happen yesterday morning as we go back to Facebook to take a look at this, and there has not been a lot of updates on this. We put out that Naked Man had been spotted yesterday morning. Soon after that, I started getting the text that he had been arrested, and he has. He was, from my last understanding, taken in for evaluation. We have not gotten an update from the Meridian Police Department as of yet. I'm sure that will come as they process this situation. As I mentioned yesterday in the notes there, I know that I've seen mentions of this all the way back to 2016 of doing this. For this particular crime, I don't think he's ever been arrested. Now, I could be wrong, but the first time to my knowledge he's been arrested for this. He's been real quick. He could have been arrested for something else. We don't know a name yet. Always quick, could outrun and get into the bushes before the police could catch him. Almost got away this time. And they were quick enough and caught him yesterday morning. So more details of this will come out, but most likely we won't see this anymore. That's what we're hoping. We'll keep you updated on this as this is a developing story. Boy, did we get some rain yesterday. That come up. I started getting pictures of Hickory. Boy, the clouds we had. And then eventually this rain would move out. Now, I'll show you some of these pictures that we got. And as always, if you come up on a great picture, let us know. Started out, this was one of the first pictures we got as the rainbows overlooked MCC. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, as this came about, this next Causeyville, I just think this is just one of the absolute most beautiful things that God ever painted for us. Look at this. That's Causeyville. And we got a few cows that get involved with the rainbow there. Isn't that beautiful? Causeyville. Just a beautiful sky there. Then we got some more pictures. This one really, really got the most attention of any pictures that were shared with us yesterday. If you were traveling Highway 19 yesterday afternoon, you got to see God's work firsthand. Faith Baptist Church. Boy, that was a one that everybody seemed to like. A beautiful picture there of the double rainbow going over the church. We've got lots more. Take a look down our page and see what all the pictures we got in yesterday afternoon. As always, if you get one, we'd love to have your picture shared with us. So share with us when you come across that little moment there that you think is great. Let's see. Good morning to Nelson Granados, watching from Jackson, Mississippi this morning. How are you? Laura Orflin joins us. Donna Sims, glad to see you there. Also to Coy, how are you today? Glad to see you joining us. Clarence Westbrook, good morning. Also, we've got Newton, Mississippi, Donna Norman. How are you? Glad to see everybody there. For a few moments yesterday, State Blvd Extension was shut down. This would be where North Hills runs into that there at the, I guess you would call it the Y, where you'd go straight to go on where the Dixie gas station used to be. where you take a right on the State Blvd extension where that pipeline company is there, where it's fenced off. There was an accident there. They shut down from the country store there for a few minutes till they got that cleaned up. I think everybody was okay in the end, but it did cause a minor delay in traffic as everybody was getting ready and headed that way toward Highway 19, as we all call it, the shortcut to Highway 19 from North Hills area. Most people know that. You had to go on up by Walmart to avoid that yesterday. A few of the things. Now, I did get reports, and let me find this so I can share this with you. We did have reports of just one area last night of gunshots. Let me find this. I can share this with you. This is what we had last night, overnight. Valley Street, reports of that at 33rd Avenue. This would be right off 8th Street. As you know where that is. J&J Muffler Tire sits here. This would be south of there. It's where that was located at. So if you were in the area, heard gunfire, that's where it was. To my knowledge, no one hurt, no one injured. Again, 33rd Avenue. We'll keep you updated as always as that stuff comes in to let you know what's going on in our community. If you see something, always let us know so we can share with others as well. As we start looking at headlines from across the state, I'm sure you heard about this. This was a big deal in the state of Mississippi yesterday. There was a traffic stop on I-20 before you got to Jackson. As the trooper had the person pulled over, an Infiniti car went by the trooper as he was standing there at a high rate of speed. Radio calls went in. A chase began. And right at the Brandon exit, as you're coming into Brandon, they put up spikes. The car had 4 flat tires, and the man jumped out with an AR-15, started firing at police. Gunfire was returned, but it didn't hit the man. At some point, the man committed suicide. He shot himself on this. He's been identified, and this is where it gets into all this, as Jonathan Sanchez. He was wanted in Florida for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Florida says authorities said that Sanchez pulled a gun on a family member on April the 25th in the parking lot of Perdido Key and drove off with 3 children. It was about an argument over children. And one of the children, it was 3 originally, they were able to pull away from him, and he kept 2. It was 2 children in the car during all of this yesterday. They were unhurt, thank heavens. But what a scene that was. I've got some of the live video on our page there if you want to watch what happened there on I-20. And he, again, a self-inflicted gun wound that happened there in the middle of the interstate. And traffic was blocked for quite some time as they fixed all of that. That was quite the mess yesterday there in Brandon. Glad they caught him, and we're so thankful that the children are okay. As we go back to Rankin County, as we look around at headlines that are going on with there, I tell you, 2 arrested after a body was found. And what they basically done was it doesn't exactly say that. A man was stabbed several times. 2 men were found with his truck later. They were taken into custody. We'll see what all the charges are going to be. Horrible. Like your truck is worth your life. But as we all see is all across the nation, it's not just Mississippi, it's not just Alabama. People don't take life for anything anymore. It's an object they want, and your life is nothing. Now, what has caused that? I don't know. A lot of people will go back and say, well, it's video games that make people immune to death. And they think that it's life is similar to a video game, that they can take a life and it just rolls on. As we all know, here in the real world, that's not the case. No life is worth some worldly possession. It's awful that somebody would do that. Hopefully, as they prove what happened on here, and they were charged with capital murder, so it is as I thought. That's bad, but that was in Rankin County yesterday. As we look at this, an early morning wreck yesterday near Starkville claimed the life of a 28-year-old man. He did have his seatbelt on. It was a head-on collision, and he passed away. His name was Antweek Lewis. We pass along condolences to his family as you look at things that happen in our state. Wrecks can happen just like that. And I want to point this out. I don't have names, but I have to give a data boy as the story was relayed to me last night. As you get on the highways and byways and you go somewhere, you don't think of a head-on collision. Someone last night noticed someone going in the wrong direction on 19. They somehow or another were able to get the man pulled over and took his car keys away until deputies arrived to handle the situation. A life was saved because of them. I don't know who it was, but whoever you were, great job there. That had to be a chore to get someone stopped going in the wrong direction on a road. Thank heavens no one was hurt. So again, I give that a boy to whoever you are who done that and held them till deputies got there. Thank goodness. Let's see here. 3 arrested in Oktibbeha County. What did they do? They stole a truck. Thought they could take something that wasn't theirs. The list goes on and on with this of what people do to get ahead in life and take things that aren't theirs. As I just mentioned, what could have happened, we look at Starkville, Mississippi. You either know someone or your kids went to Starkville to Mississippi State, or maybe you travel Highway 45 a good bit going to ball games. Investigators have arrested 40-year-old Willis Miller. He allegedly ran into the back of an ATV carrying 3 juveniles. One juvenile was killed instantly at the scene. Another child was airlifted to Blair Batson Hospital. Serious but stable condition. That's bad. He's in jail now. No bond has been set on him. It is suspected that possibly DUI involved with that. But a child lost his life. We hate that. That breaks my heart, and I'm sure it does to you too as we look at these things that happen around our state. Here's something that you wouldn't want your mama to see as you make headlines. WJTV out of Jackson first reported this, and boy, they didn't hold back. If you'd like to see more of the story, you can go there. Pike County, Mississippi. They busted up I don't know any other way to word this, but other than what it is, prostitution sting. It's kind of like that moment in Smokey and the Bandit. Remember that in the motorhome? Where they thought they arrested Buford T. Well, they arrested the right people. They put everybody's picture that was arrested during the sting that was there to purchase, what's the word? Favors. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Don't want your mama seeing that, but that is on WJTV as everybody's got a smile as they walk by the camera. As Lucy would say, you'd have some splaining to do on that one, wouldn't you? That's some big state news there. As we look at some of the headlines across America, this is changing America. What's going to happen? Now, and just to show you, I've got this. If you don't follow us here, here this is right here. This is our Twitter account. Maybe you follow us on there, maybe you don't. It's showing how weird that is. That's the live scene there. You can watch us live on there. You can follow us on there. But Elon Musk is about to take over that within 6 months. Large purchase yesterday. The richest man in the world has bought that. He has vowed to return free speech to America. Well, we all know that. And if you said something that maybe the left didn't agree with, or y'all know where I'm going with all of this. They took away your right, banned you from Twitter, wouldn't let you type anything just because you didn't agree with their opinion. That's not America. What has happened to us? Well, maybe the richest man in the world can change that one platform. Now, the others have not followed suit. I don't expect the others to do that, do you? It would have to be another buyout to clear these things up. Donald has said that he's not going back on there. Of course, Donald's reason for not going back on Twitter would be that he's trying to start his own, as it's backlogged. Something's not working with it correctly as people try to sign up for Donald's, what is it, The Truth? I can't think of what the whole name of it is, but it's very hard to get on. There's like 1 million people waiting in line to be accepted to it. It's not working correctly. We'll see how but that's why Donald does not want to go back on Twitter. He's got millions of followers on there. We'll see if the Don gives in and goes back on there. But a lot of people have been banned from there, from a statement or anything that they didn't agree with. Other than that, what's the word I'm looking for? Other social media accounts do the same. And it's always good to have a couple of them. And if you don't follow us, let me give a plug on this. If you don't follow us here, let me show you this. Also follow us here as we pull this up on YouTube. We're live on here also as of right now. Just look for Sam Media right there, and you can follow us there in case you're putting time out on another social platform to where you can't reach us. We want it to where you can at all times be able to watch what's going on as we tell you about this. Let's see here. As we look at this, we move across. We talked about Elon there. The left is having a fit over that. Hopefully it will prevail. As we look at this, as you go to the White House, Miss Circle Back Girl is now blaming Trump for the problem we have at the border. If you tell yourself something long enough, I guess you believe it, don't you? She really thinks that, I'm afraid, as she gets ready to probably go get herself a job at MSNBN. It was at MSNBC, that's what it is, yeah. Yeah, we'll watch that. As we, Jack Dorsey with the Twitter thing is endorsing the takeover. That's good. Now, this one really, as I look at the headline on this, I shake my head. Y'all remember Kyle Rettenhaus, the incident that he got into when he was in Kenosha, Washington. The shooting, he went to trial, he was cleared of all of that. The people, one of the ones that he got into it with was a criminal, without a doubt, had a huge criminal record. The town, I kid you not, and I'll just read it the way it says. The town of Kenosha is considering erecting a public memorial to the ex-con skateboarder who was shot by Kyle Rettenhaus. Now, best I remember, he attacked, do y'all follow me on this? And then we sit back and go, what is wrong with America? I just, the whole thing confuses me there of why you would build a monument to a criminal. But I don't make the decisions in those cities, do I? That's different as we look at those headlines that are across America. There's a lot more. We're going to have a ton of these coming up at 8 a.m. this morning as Candace joins me. We'll go deeper into all this. Laura Lee said sin. Wisconsin, Sheila Lang. That is absolutely true. Rick Joyner, good morning to you. Linda Accord, yeah, I agree with you there. Virginia Vanderwalker, how are you doing? Don't forget to drop in and visit Virginia there in DeKalb. They'll always hit you out at Busy Bees Consignment. If you need something consigned, boy, they'll sure take care of you there in DeKalb. If you hadn't visited them, right across from the commercial bank is where you'll find her. Always open, help you out. Always something people want. It's a great way to make a little extra cash too, isn't it? Isn't it, Virginia? They can come visit you, and you'll tell them more about that. Let's see. We're going to do weather next, so don't rush off. We want you to know absolutely everything going on. We'll get you caught up on the weather. That's all coming up next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville has these great savings this week. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Heinz 57 steak sauce, $3.39. A1 steak sauce, $3.89. Bush baked beans, 28-ounce can, 2 for $5. Whole boneless pork loin, $1.89 a pound. And leg quarters, a 10-pound package, only $5.99.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Again, a cloudy sky this morning with some light rain and 62 right now as we begin this Tuesday morning. What a great day as we finally wind down the month of April. Let's go back and look at our record highs, record lows. It was 1989, then it was 89. Kind of a good combination there, isn't it? Today's record low was set back in 1910, a low of 34. You'd be up there in age if you were around to watch that one there. 1910, 34 degrees. As we look at the forecast for today, you'll notice that the east side here of east central Mississippi has those showers. Eventually, this is going to clear out. Our high about 72 to 74 in the Meridian area. Down south of us, Hattiesburg will reach 75. And even cooler in Natchez. as they see 71 to 72. We move across that state line toward Livingston, Alabama. We're looking at 73 there as well up Highway 17. Tuscaloosa, 73. Birmingham, a tad bit cooler if you're there in that area there, moving up in northern Alabama, 71. As you go toward the coast there, 78 down toward Troy there. But it will clear for us later. As we look at the temperatures, as you'll see, above average temperatures are on the way. As we even go back to the state of Texas, all of that warm air there into Arizona and all making its way through here. Now let's go ahead and look at our 7-day forecast to give you a rundown of exactly what to expect over the next few days. Today, again, 73 to 74 for the high. It's a 30% chance of showers, and this will end by 8 o'clock this morning. Then we'll have clouds through at least lunchtime, and then gradually this will clear out. We're going to have gusts today of about 20 miles an hour. That high should reach 74. Not a bad day. By tonight, we'll get chilly. Look at this. In the 40s we go for tonight, as it is it was forecasted 44 tonight. That's nippy, without a doubt. As we roll into Wednesday, the halfway point, we start seeing the temperatures slowly rise again. 75 tomorrow, low tomorrow night, 47. And then we're back into the 80s for the remainder of the week as we look at Thursday, 81. Friday, we roll into that. We'll end the week with 84. But the weekend is looking great. Looks like we'll have 87 on Saturday. And we've got that chance of showers there on Sunday, as we'll go to church there with a 50% chance of showers. And then decreasing Monday night as we go into this. There's a 30% chance. Gets a little bit better. As we jump ahead till May the 10th, we've got sunshine by Tuesday. Look at that high, 88, 89. We're so close to 90, it's scary, isn't it? Then we'll average out in the 80s there. I'm almost willing to bet that we're almost to that point where we won't see 70-degree weather much longer anymore. We're headed toward May the 1st. Whew. We'll talk about graduations this morning. Can y'all believe that? Have you gotten invitations yet in the mail? Somebody, probably a friend or a neighbor or kinfolks, is graduating. They're coming. It is so hard to believe that another year has come and gone. Shocking. Let's look at that fishing forecast this morning from Chet's Paint and Body. Your first major time is going to be at 10 a.m. this morning till about lunch if you can slip out. Another opportunity for you late this afternoon also. The wind's going to be north wind, 10 to 15. Again, we've got gusts of about 20 miles an hour as we look at all of this. All right. Charles Coker, good morning there. Truth Seeker. That's the name of what Trump's platform is going to be. I couldn't remember to, as the old saying goes, to save my soul, it wouldn't come. But not working properly yet, to the best of my knowledge. All right, let's see here. Andrew Harris, glad to see you. A lot of folks up and stirring. We're so happy you joined us today. Again, Candace will join me in roughly about an hour from now. Right at an hour and 6 minutes, we'll call it that. We'll be back with a complete morning show to go more in detail of what happened in our community over the last 24 hours, what's happening in the nation, and, well, our opinions. Yeah, I've got them, don't I? I guess we all do. But we're pretty close to the same way of thinking. That's why most of you join me each day. We have like-minded, I think is the word for it. And we'll get a laugh or two. Join us back here in just a little while. Hope you will. We'll see you soon here at the Scotty Ray Report, kicking off at 8 o'clock with Candace. Come back and join us. We'll be live here on all the platforms and joining you as well on MeTV. Join us. We'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: